just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now indeed, ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A good pickup there. 21 yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out right for McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
A 4-yard loss.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Shit don't work on us, little Will.
But it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's Chris Olave. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Camaro diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is Craig Jennings. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice in meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Carr. Pass caught by Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr, he wants to change up the look here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now an audible here into something else. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And quickly they get to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throw it aside. McCaffrey's got it. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Purdy sets up to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Jake Moody now for the point after. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, 7:34.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Group being able to add the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Purdy. And that's caught inside the 35. A great play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Shoves him aside. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. And now Carr changing the formation.
93.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 17 yards out. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Bulldozes past him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing here, Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, New Orleans.
29. 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On play action, now Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Groupie for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 81 yards. And the Niners are back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
49ers 21.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
7:34.
Carr going to throw here. And this one taken in by Alavo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10.
6:94. 6:18.
To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at Samuel. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off with the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Battles, not taking photographs. Run it back, to the runs. Run it back when I told it right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for a... yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. To throw is Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That is caught, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Play action. Now Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Kamara up the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. From the 23, here's the second down and 9. And they'll go on the ground. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out, for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your...
Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Play there. 66 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now 2nd and 3. Another run with Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes, right side. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 66 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Hill to try again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
First down, Saints.
Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it
Lock down, nigga.
Boy,
Lock down. Respect that.
Out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Foster Moreau as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Carr going to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
637.
Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And they finally put it into this return. But not before it was all the way down to the 37. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defense defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing now is Carr. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They go play action now. Jackson on target to his man, Likely.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
From 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
To throw his Carr. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over? And
oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Arthur Maulet. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
13. Quick, man.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 27 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Yo. Hey, Ozzie. Sit up.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
A point after, good by Groupie. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth. Jackson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Stays on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Again, it's Kamara. And the ball is knocked out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Saints get a bit closer. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense and they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
Saints 36.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he is caught.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Jackson will throw again. And he takes Gets a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what they did there, dialed up the pressure. He felt it all around him, and they were able to get to him before he could deliver the ball cleanly.
180. You.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Carr to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Throwing his Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game.
The onside kick recovered by the Ravens.
Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I